everybody, welcome to another cigar review from cigarfellas.com. My name is Moose.
I'm Trident.
And today we're going to let Roman try and tell you what we're going to be smoking.
So actually I'm very excited about this one. This is actually the Ramon Bueso Odyssey. If you guys don't know, this is the second offering from Ramon Bueso. His first one came out last year at Cigar Fest. I was very excited to be part of that original release. When Alex first gave me my first Bueso, his original one, the Genesis project, I was blown away the first time I had it. I really have been looking forward to this one all year. Alex let slip that he was going to have one ready for Cigar Fest, so since that time, I've just been looking forward to it. It is a Connecticut wrapper, and I know that it's got some Ligero in it, and that's really about all I know. They haven't really let much of his blend or anything come out yet, so hopefully we'll know more soon, but we'll tell you about it in a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, this is incredible. I mean, I've been trying to find out about this cigar, and there is nothing out there. So we're going to bring it to you. This is going to be posted later on this evening. Well, not that you guys care, but, it will be out this evening. But, man, this wrapper is extremely lightly veined, and that's, a lot of people say, like, oh, it's really veiny. Well, it is veiny, but they're small veins. It's very delicious looking. I get a lot of sweetness from this cigar. I mean, when I smell it, it almost smells like tea to me. I mean, I don't know if that makes sense, but, I grew up with a grandmother who smoked a lot of tea. And it's
she drank a lot of tea instead of smoked a lot of tea.
Oh, is that what I said? Smoked? Yeah, I meant drank. Yeah, she didn't smoke a lot of tea. She drank a lot of tea. And it reminds me of like a red rose tea bag. So,
yeah, I agree. I get a lot of sweet, I want to say woodsy type notes to it. Maybe a little bit of floral, like you said, the tea. I can see that. I can see trying to steep this in water to get a nice tea out of it. I'm actually going to go ahead and start our official timer with our Vermont watch here. Maybe get you an official time all the way through on this one. So the time has started, so I'm going to start toasting my end here. Like all my other reviews, that if you guys watched them, I always toast my end before lighting up or before cutting. And again, it's to make sure that none of the other pre-light smoke contaminates the rest of the cigars. So if you guys don't do it, give it a shot. Let me know what you think.
Yep. And as always, I've actually started to kind of toast the end of my foot a little bit, but I will be using my Cigar scissors. Man, what a beautiful night, man. Here we are, we're in Michigan. It's a beautiful night out. Nice temperatures, right around 60 degrees. It's just beautiful being out here. And for those of you that are wondering, a lot of times we do pair things with different drinks. We are going with straight water tonight. We don't want to contaminate this at all, as far as, exactly what we're getting here,
So the initial pre-light smell, again, is just very sweet. A little bit of floral and some woodsy notes to it. It's a nice smooth draw all the way through, not plugged or anything. Just very smooth.
Oh, that is really sweet. That smoke coming off there is really sweet. Huh. Maybe I should have filled up my lighter today.
I'll let you borrow mine if you need.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. Thank you, sir.
Just that first puff that I took was incredible. It's sweet, maybe a little bit of hint of leather, but it's got the floral notes to it, and it's got a lot of sweet, woodsy type flavors to it.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I definitely got a lot of floral. Definitely very sweet in the retrohale, very sweet in my mouth. Just the smell of the smoke, even outside, is just really, really very pleasant. It's very pleasant.
I totally agree with that. The retrohale is very smooth. Not one little bit of burn at all to it. Just smooth. Adds to the sweetness of the cigar. Doesn't really change it, but just adds to that you get in your mouth. Like I said, it's sweet woodsy right now, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it in a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so, let us go ahead and burn through about a third of this Odyssey, and we'll be right back with more Cigar Fellas. Hey, welcome back, everybody. So here we are. What are we, how many minutes are we in?
About 31 minutes into the cigar.
About 31 minutes, maybe a little over an inch into this cigar. And man, alive, I cannot... Listen, the biggest thing that I'm getting from this is the finish. The finish for me is like drinking sweet tea. I can feel it in my mouth, I can smell it, I can taste it. I mean, it's amazingly sweet. I can't believe how sweet it is, to be honest.
Right, no, I agree. It's probably one of the sweetest cigars that I've ever smoked. And it's not like, you know, taking some sugar and throwing it in your mouth and things like that. What I mean by sweet is that, you know, it's, I don't know, I guess it's kind of hard to describe sweet without sugar, but it doesn't taste like putting sugar in your mouth. It just, you know, the flavors sort of blend together, and it's, you know, like you said, drinking a sweeter tea, or, you know, those floral notes and the, you know, I don't want to really say fruity, but it's got a little bit of cedar, I think, to it, and a little bit of sweet spice.
Yeah.
You know, after the inch, or just sort of past, the flavor actually changed quite dramatically. It's still sweet, but the spices have picked up. And it's not like a pepper spice. It's more so like, you know, something you want to season, you know, a nice piece of meat with, or something like that. Or maybe some sort of cinnamon toast, or graham cracker toast, or something. But, you know, maybe not graham cracker. Graham cracker's wrong, I think. But cinnamon, I think, you know, so one of those sweeter spices, maybe a little bit of nutmeg or something like that.
Yeah, no, we were talking about that earlier, and I mentioned the cinnamon as well. I said, you know, it kind of reminds me of almost like a cinnamon toast. But just on, you know, on such a lower level than, you know, actually putting a piece of cinnamon toast in your mouth. But I think the floral is what we're picking up on. I think that it's so floral that it becomes sweet. And, you know, it's like smelling the orange and eating an onion. You know, you can actually almost fool yourself into thinking that you're eating an orange because of how citrusy it is in your nose. And, you know, I almost want to say that that's exactly what's going on. The sweetness of the aroma of this cigar is just overwhelming. I mean, it's just, just to bring the cigar up to your nose and just kind of, you know, breathe in some of that smoke, it is just so sweet. It's truly unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely probably, you know, in my top 5 cigars right now. It's that delicious. You know, I smoke maybe 5 to 6 cigars a week, and I would definitely throw this easily as number 1 in my rotation.
Right. I wish I only smoked 5 to 6 a week. That's for sure. I'd be a much richer person. But yeah, this is definitely one of these cigars that there is no doubt I will own a box of these cigars. It's just, you know, wait until next week at Seafest, right?
Right.
You know, maybe we can pick up a box while we're down there. But what do you think? You want to smoke a little bit more and come back to this?
Yeah, for sure. It's changed a couple of times already, so I'm looking forward to the very end of this and see how it goes. So let us get a little further into it, and we'll come back and see you guys soon.
We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. So here we are. What's the time now?
Hour and 10 minutes.
So an hour and 10 minutes. We've still got about another 2 inches left. It's
At
good.
a loss for words, huh?
Yeah, I kind of am, because, you know, Trident had said earlier that he got his flavor change probably another inch above where I got mine. And I don't know if it's just because I was smoking mine faster, or, you know, who knows. I really am now starting to get more into the nutmeg. I mean, there is definitely, to me, I'm getting more nutmeg here towards the end. It's still sweet. I'm definitely not missing the sweetness, but definitely a new spice has been introduced to me, and I believe that it's nutmeg.
Yeah, like I said, I think I got that a little at the, like I said, about an inch or so further up. But again, even now, just that inch or so, the flavors have changed again a little bit. The spice, that nutmeg spice that I was describing earlier, is still there, but it's gone back to a little on the sweeter side. Even the smoke is back to being like a sweet smoke smell.
Right.
It's, you know, very captivating actually for me. You know, that he's made it so complex and so delicious. You know, the sweet balances very well with that spicy flavor. I don't really get that woodsy note anymore, though. That sort of has subsided quite a bit, actually. But yeah, this is a great cigar.
Yeah, I agree. The wood is definitely out. I'm not sure exactly what my base flavor would be at this point. I'm not getting as much of the sweet tea taste in my mouth any longer. It's really kind of moved maybe a little earthy. Maybe it went from a little bit of woodsy to a little bit of earthy, but I mean, I'm talking just a smidge. It's not like that dry, earthy flavor that sometimes you get. It's more of a, it's just more of a little bit. You know, I mean, I don't really know exactly what to say. I mean, this is the first one that I've smoked, so I mean, I haven't had like a lot of time to really examine the cigar and to have one. A lot of the cigars that we smoke, we've smoked other ones, and we kind of review maybe on the second or third one. With this one, I'm just kind of at a loss. I mean, I can't wait next week. C-Fest. I mean, here we come.
Yeah.
And they're going to be for sale, I hope, and at least that's what we're being told, right?
As far as I know, I mean, I know that they're on some websites already. You can find them on there, but if they're not available yet, I'm sure the release is going to happen at Cigar Fest, just like he did last year. He released his first cigar, the Genesis Project, at Cigar Fest. I'm sure this one will be released there as well. They'll probably have a booth set up and sell them, of course, like they always do. And I'm looking to actually pick up a box or two and, put them away. I'm pretty sure that this cigar would be amazing, with just even a couple months on it. I mean, it's amazing now, and I can just imagine what it would be like in 2 months.
Yeah, for sure.
I really want to thank Andy for, getting us a couple of these to review before the actual event, so we can tell you about them. He'll be at Cigar Fest too. If you find him, say hi. I'm sure he'll love to meet you guys. But yeah, this is a great cigar. Look out for it. Find it. If you don't want it, I'll trade you for it.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. If you buy them and you don't like them, email us. Chances are we'd be more than willing to swap you some other cigars for it and see what we can't do. I mean, obviously that's going to be limited. I don't need 50 boxes of these, but I'm almost guaranteed sure that you guys are going to like this as much as we say. The aroma, just like we were talking, that just smelling the smoke is just like it's almost like warm love. I mean, I don't really know how else to say it. It's so warm and inviting. It just makes me feel happy, to be honest with you. It really does. And and I understand that there's some nicotine involved in that.
Right.
I mean, nicotine is something that does make people feel more relaxed, more comfortable. That could actually be the Ligero as well, because Ligero is a strong tobacco. So this could be a very nicotine-powered cigar, and maybe that's why I'm feeling that. But it truly is what I'm getting out of this.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would describe it as necessarily a full-bodied cigar. It's more on the medium plus side or so with the body. The flavor is definitely a full-flavored, delicious cigar. Like I said, with about a medium power to it.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't hit you too hard. It's just very relaxing. It's a nice, like I said, you can see behind us that it's Michigan, and it's probably the first day we're smoking outside, maybe the second or so already. But it's great. It's great to be outside again and smoking a wonderful cigar.
Yeah, it sure is, and I couldn't think of a better cigar than this Bueso Odyssey for sure. So don't forget, you guys can always continue to follow us up at www.cigarfellas.com. Make sure you check us out at Facebook at facebook.com/cigarfellas. Our official watch that we're using for timekeeping is Ramon. You can check them out at www.vermont.com. And, definitely a shout out to our armed forces. We love all you guys, man. We want you guys to come home safe. And for all you people out there that are watching, I know I'm a broken record about this, but really, check out cigarsforwarriors.net. Donate to these people if you can at all. Even if it's just, a couple of cigars, 4 or 5 sticks, send them to them. Heck, if you guys can't, bring it to yourselves and send it to them, send them to us. We'll make sure that they get them. Just, email us, and we'll get you guys an address where you can send them to, and we'll make sure that they absolutely get to the Cigars for Warriors. But other than that, I think that's about it. I'm Moose.
I'm Trident.
We'll catch you next time on Cigar Fellas.